G'day, you absolute legends. Stu from UAVfutures here. Welcome back to the channel. On today's episode of How to Fix Any Drone, we're going to be tackling video issues, video problems. So, if you've ever been stuck with your drone's video, maybe it's not working, you think, help me, how do I fix it? Well, this video is going to be for you. There's also a playlist that should pop up there or there, somewhere wherever YouTube decides to put things on repair any drone, fix any drone. So this should be helping you beginners out there, as well as some other pilots as well. So, first things first, how do we actually get video? You can see I've got my whiteboard here ready to do some nice detailed drawings that might look like a 5-year-old did them, but don't worry, it was actually me. We need to find out how does our drone actually work, and this bit is fairly simple. So all drones have a camera. We're talking about FPV racing drones. All drones have a camera, some sort of transmitter to send that video from their back to our goggles. So you're flying around, the images is going in the front camera just here, getting processed and whatever it needs to do, and you've got your VTX, and that spits that signal out, transmit it to our goggles, which pick it up, and then we can see what the drone is doing. It sounds simple, the concept is fairly simple, but there can be quite a few steps that can put some challenging little hiccups along the way. So, one thing I want to mention, and we're going to go through all the problems that you could come across when you're trying to fix your drone's video, is keep it simple, and that good old KISS, I think that's the analogy right there, and also do your problem solving and fix the simplest steps first. There is no need to maybe disassemble, resolder wires when you think, hey, I didn't turn my goggles on. So that, my friends, is the first thing. When it comes to you can't get your video to work, please, I know it sounds stupid, but I've been guilty of this myself. Can't get any video, the drone's not working. Oh no, I've just forgotten to turn something on. So the first step, do you have a battery connected to your drone? Do you have, and is it charged? Do you have power running to your goggles? And is that battery charged? Is this thing booting up as well? That's going to be the first thing I want you to check. Now, of course, most of you have gotten past that step. You're not totally new to electronics and how batteries work. And you're thinking, well, yes, Stuart, they're both turned on. And they're working, they're both getting power, all that sort of stuff, but I'm not getting a video feed in my goggles. My drone's here, I can arm it with my radio, I can hover it, all that sort of stuff, line of sight, but when I put my goggles on, and they're powered on as well, I'm cycling through the menu, the receiver's working, all that sort of stuff, I can't see anything. It's still just showing me fuzz on the screen. I'm getting sort of some radio static, some of that background noise from the universe. You all know what it looks like, but you might think, well, the next part on keeping it simple, and it's very easy to do, is your drone on the correct channel? Is it transmitting on the correct wavelength that your receiver is tuned to? There's no point trying to watch ESPN if you've got it on the Fox News channel. You're thinking, where's my ESPN? You're not getting any sort of any signal coming across. So you need to marry up and match and make sure that the transmitting drone is putting out on the same frequency that is able to be picked up by your receiver. Now, if you're on an analog system, something that I like to do is keep it on the Fat Shark channel. So I think Fat Shark 1 is 5740, which is F1. Make sure this is on F1. And then when you're cycling through on your goggles, make sure your goggle is on F1 5740. And always check the manuals, because sometimes you need to marry up those two frequencies, making sure that they're going to be talking together. And then Bob's your uncle, you should be off and flying. Now they are the easiest fixes. Now we're going to get into some more complex things. Let's pretend your drone's powered up, your goggles are powered up, they're on the same channel because you've checked it with another drone. And a big part of doing this is checking and problem shooting and narrowing down where your problem actually comes from. So you could say, hey, they're both powered on, they're both working, but I can't get the video. I know this one's on 5740, so is this. Something that I do, it's a bit of a luxury. I could get another drone, put on 5740, and I look through the goggles. Oh, look at that. That drone is giving me the correct signal. So then I know my problem, I've narrowed it down, done a bit of problem shooting, is with this drone right here. Something is going on with my drone. It doesn't seem to be working. I can't get the video. So this is when steps get a little bit more complex. We've ruled out there's no problem with the goggles. We've ruled out there's no power with the batteries or anything, because we're able to power up our other drone or something. And look, I know not everyone has 2 drones or multiple drones or hundreds of drones, but little bit of a flex there. But let's move on now, and this is probably why a lot of people are here, down to the nitty-gritty. How can we fix our drones when we're getting some real video issues? So this means you're probably going to need a soldering iron. and we're going to get down and find out why our drone isn't working, and or how to repair it, or at least what component we need to buy to be able to fix it. So when it comes to the video system, if we look right here on the good old roof cam, and I need a bit of a pointer as well, bear with me. Right here, I've got my special UAVfutures pointer. We have all video systems are made up of our camera, which you can see I've got right here. We've got our flight controller, and we've got our VTX. Now, in some older drones out there, you don't actually need the flight controller between them. Some cameras talk directly to the VTX, and that's what the transmitter. That's where our video gets transmitted to our goggles. But this is how most of them are wired up today. If you're looking at FPV racing, and also some other drones out there as well. So we've got our camera right here, and you notice I've coloured the wires, so we have this pinky light colour here. Sorry for the colourblind people out there, Russ. That is our positive. Then we've got our ground, which is our negative. So that's basically the current, or where the power, so to speak, is going to be flowing. And you've also got the green wire here, which most of the time is yellow, but yellow is way too hard to see with the camera and the lights and stuff. So that's our signal wire, and I've just drawn that in as green right here. So the first part you need to check is, are we getting power to all our components? So you plug in your battery, and then you have a look. This is my battery that I've got down here. Is my flight controller lighting up? Usually have some little LEDs, some lights on them, things like that. And they think, right, that is booting up. That seems to be working. Then you want to do the same with your camera. Now, this is a little bit of a tricky part, because not all cameras have LEDs and lights on them. One thing to test is you could put in a different camera. So you could put the plug into the back of a different camera to see, is that camera broken, or are the wires broken? That's something we need to find out as well. And also the same thing can be done with our VTX. So we've got our ground, our positive, and our signal cable. Is the VTX lighting up? Are we getting some, is there any LEDs that are lighting up right here? You can see LEDs, they're usually on most VTXs out there. And I'm not talking DJI stuff, just most of our FPV racing drones. And you think, right, everything is getting power, so something else must be going on. One of the issues a lot of people get is, there is, and you're going to find this across most of it, unless a component is broken, it is usually a faulty wire, or there is a break somewhere in the line. So if you cut any of these little wires right here, you're not going to be getting anything that's coming through. So let's just pretend there is a break in your signal cable. So hopefully you guys can see that. And this would explain the problem of, if you ever put your goggles on and your drone's plugged in, everything's ready to rock and roll, you're not getting a picture, but your OSD is coming through. You might be able to see your voltages, you might be able to see like how is it armed, is it not armed, but you are not getting any actual outside information from the environment you're in. You're just getting the OSD sent back from the flight controller. And that would tell me, if we've got our OSD set up, which a lot of drones have nowadays, we are getting power from the camera. We are transmitting, the transmitter's working because we're getting information from our flight controller. It's sending back our telemetry data, or whatever however you would like to, I guess it's visual telemetry, but it's telling us about our voltages and things like that. And it's on the right channel because the goggles are picking it up, but we are not getting any input from the camera. We're not getting the actual picture. So that tells me that one of three things is happening. Either the signal cable is not working, or the ground or the positive. They all need to be connected to work. So I would go back and I would check, is the signal cable connected? Is the ground cable connected? You might want to swap them out. Is the positive going through? Or maybe I just have a faulty camera at the front. So that would be one little issue. If you're flying around out there or trying to fly, your camera's not working, have a look. It could be one of the connections between them. Now on the opposite, you might be able to tell that your camera's working. You might be able to tell that your flight control is working. Both of those are lighting up, but your VTX, it might be cooked. One of the problems we have with VTX is if you leave them running or you don't have an antenna, they can burn themselves out. So they will still look like they're working. You will still have LEDs on there and everything like that. You still might be sending some images from your camera. Some cameras you can even plug into your computer to see if they're working. You know your flight controller is working because you can hover your drone. Again, it's about ruling out things that work versus things that don't work. So, okay, we know our camera works, we know our flight controller works. but I'm not getting anything still on the goggles. We know they're working before. We've checked them on all those other steps we've spoken about. Possibly you don't have an antenna on there and you've cooked your VTX. There could be a bit of a problem there. And the hard one about that is, the hard truth is, you're just going to have to replace your VTX. But before we throw things out, there is something you can do in the flight controller, and I've been guilty of this one before. Make sure, before you rule out a faulty VTX, make sure that it is not calibrated, but set up correctly. Is it in pit mode? There is a mode where you can put your VTX into where it's not putting out any signal, and the only way to check for that, which, you know, is to really get your goggles up close to it and see, are you getting any sort of picture? Do you know what channel it's on? Can you set that VTX table in Betaflight to know that that's on F1 and these are on F1? Again, making sure those frequencies are married up. So is it on pit mode? That's something that you might need to check as well. And that's a very, very easy fix you can go through. You can actually set up in Betaflight, there's a little option you can tell, it'll be in the CLI, and maybe in some more advanced features of Betaflight, you can tell the VTX what channel you would like it to be on. Moving on, I guess, do you have your antenna hooked up? Does it have the correct patch on there? So we've got right-hand polarized antennas, and you can have right-hand polarized antennas on your drone as well. If they are polarized in different directions, think of it like a corkscrew. They're just going to miss each other as those two spin past each other, as those two frequencies go past each other. They need to be aligned so you can get reception as well. And it really is about narrowing down and finding out what the problem is. Now, what about, you know your camera works, you know your VTX works, but you can't seem to get the picture to work through, nothing's going on. Well, perhaps one of these lines between your flight controller, which has some inbuilt traces that would be going along here, that line there might be broken. So how do we determine that the flight controller is faulty? Well, that's pretty simple. Instead of trusting on the flight controller's thing right here, we can run a wire that goes from our VTX, bypassing the flight controller, and I've done this to diagnose those problems in the past, straight to our camera. So now our camera has a connection and we know it's transmitting because we know our camera works. Our VTX is working because we know that works, but we thought there might be something wrong with our flight controller. Simply bypass it and make sure that those are connected, and this would still get us a signal as well. Now, of course, we're not going to get any OSD because the flight controller is not connected, but this is another way that you can check, is this going to be working? Where is my problem? What do I need to fix, or what do I need to replace? Now, moving on, the last part that I would like to talk about is, say you've got your flight controller, something that I really can't stress enough is they are very clearly labeled when it comes to VTXs. Most of the time, let's zoom in right here, computer enhance. Most of the time, you're going to have your flight controller and it's going to have some little pads on here, or little squares. Sometimes they have little plugins and things like that, but they will be very clearly labeled. A lot of times they'll have something that says ground, they'll have something that says signal, and maybe a positive, or it could be a little minus symbol. This pen is not really working. A positive symbol and a signal. Make sure that when you're doing your soldering, that you're correctly pre-tinning and you've got a good connection on there. And a lot of times they will say something like this behind these, VTX, standing for video transmitter, and this side will say cam. So make sure that, I know it sounds simple, but make sure you've got it wired up correctly. And of course, voltages matter as well. You might have a camera that can only handle 5 volts, but you have it hooked up to VBAT, so to speak, which might be sending out 20 volts if you've got it on a 6er. So you need to also check your voltages. And if you do some nice soldering, you should be off to the races. If you need any tips with that, I have a great soldering video I did for the start of repair any drone or episodes and things like that. You can go check that out up there. But I thought that would be one little lesson today. I know it's a lot to take in and it's a lot of me talking, but if you are new to the hobby, UAVfutures, it's all about getting you guys flying, having a good time in the air, and I don't want you to have to say, hey, this drone doesn't work. I need you and I want you guys to have the skills. Think, oh, That's just the signal cable. Oh, I didn't have that on the correct frequency. Oh, my battery wasn't even plugged in. Oh, that's all I've got to replace right here. Oh, the antenna wasn't clipped on. I've got the wrong one. Whatever it is, I want you guys to have the skills to get out, get flying, and have a good time. So look, I know this video is not for everybody. It's just for you beginners out there or people who I want to help get flying. That's all the message that I want to share. Drones completely changed my life, and I hope they change yours as well and have such a positive impact as they did on me. Other than that, subscribe for more FPV related content. I'm going to get back to doing some reviews very soon. You should see them sticking up on the channel sometime as well. Gee, I need to just notice how dusty it is up there. On that, subscribe for more FPV related content, and as always, happy flying. And if you've got some tips as well on how to fix a video problem, please put them down below, because there might be somebody reading this and think, oh, that's a good idea. And check the comments as well, because if I think of anything else, I'll pin it to the top comment of this video. So anyway, hope that helped some of you guys out there. Happy flying.